Okay, so we are. Where are we going? So we rescued Wolfgar, do his thing, quest stuff. So that. So he's been rescued. He's gonna meet up with us later in the Dwarven Valley. Um, Lonelywood. We still learn that the inhabitants of Lonelywood are suffering from some strange melees that affects their sleep. We should investigate the town in case the mass leaks. Yeah, so that's where we're going next because that wasn't too far away, or we know how to get them there at least now. It's Berman's Run. Lonelywood. So, oh, we should go back and yeah, we want to go back and see if we can get this. See what the cloak actually does. Back to Targos. Basically, found a Yeti hide to make a magic item. Just have to acquire Cloak of Protection 2, and then have a little bit of extra money, and good to go. Do you have Cloak of Protection 2? I don't know. Just a crazy mage in here.
Can I help you?
Give me your stuff. Stera, Fortification, Myth Cloak. So you don't have a Cloak of Protection 2. Fine, buy this then. He doesn't have enough gold, so you're not doing business with anybody? That's what you're trying to tell me? That's stuff we sold him. That's why he doesn't have any money left. But would buy some of this stuff for fun. Is that bark skin? Cheap ass bastard. Hmm. See what these gloves are at least. Gauntlets of Valor. Gauntlets of Valor is a highly valuable enchanted gauntlet and one of the power arm. So one of the power arms created by the Elven Archmage of Myth Draenor. Power arms were created in the days of pre-Weeping War myth Draenor. These enchanted gauntlets were crafted to be used by the City of Song's champions, defending their home in times of dire need. Blah, blah, blah. By 1281 DR, only 3 of these arms were known to exist. The Gauntlet of Valor, one of the 3 surviving arms, was in possession of a blind dwarf smith who inhabited the icy depths of Gloomfrost in Icewind Dale. Gauntlet of Valor is polished to shine in the sun, possibly by magical means, keeping it forever unsoiled and untattered. So it makes you immune to mind-affecting spells and paralysis. Plus 2 bonus to attack stuff. But our ice stuff, how much is it worth? He can't bite anyway. So that's good enough. Sorry, yawning. We'll go talk to the dwarf. He seems to have a lot more money. Now watch it be broke now.
Hail to ye!
Forge an item.
Aye.
Speaking of old ears, what do you have? It's everything. So,
Hail to ye!
we do need, just double check. So, Grendel's list. So, this is for the Cloak of the Yeti. So, Cloak Protection 2, the hide we have, and then 10,000 gold, which we have too, right? Because we're up to like 20,000, 24,000. Just need the Cloak Protection 2, which is probably going to be super expensive, more than likely. Pretty sure he has one. Protection 1. I swore I saw somebody selling Cloak of Protection 2. Oh, I bet it was the mage in the... Where was he? Down in the mine. I think he had the Cloak of Protection 2. Better be worth it. Better be worth it. Oh, we can sell stuff too. Okay, so bow, don't need that. Spear +3. No. The Valor. I'm going to keep these around just because it's mind affecting stuff. That's fear, and then paralysis, of course. So if we run anybody who does this stuff, we'll just throw these on. Good shields, huh? Okay, so I said I'm pretty sure the wizard that's over in the mine had the Cloak of Protection too. It's snowing. And the mine was... Wasn't it terminated? Where's the mine? Was it a terminite? I think it was. Never mind. There we go. So where are we? South. Okay. Okay, he's back in the corner, northeast corner.
Hello.
Said you need to die. You have any magical supplies? Yes. And then with protection 2, this is what we need. 4,600, so that's not too bad. Make sure this is all we need. Right. So, Cloak protection 2, the Yeti hide, that's it there. 10,000 gold, we're at 25, so we're good. Nothing else really to sell. So he doesn't have a bark skin either. Sure. He's never sell the stuff I actually want. Lens of detection. Find traps. We have that already. Our necklace does that. Okay, so now we go back to the dwarf and back in Targos and get our little cloak made. And again, it should be you would think would be a Cloak of Protection 2, but with cold resistance on it. Pretty sure that's what it's going to be. Hopefully it's better, but I would expect the minimum to be about 10 cold resistance, plus 2 to armor class, that kind of stuff. Crappy Great Club. It's worth like 2 gold, maybe. I thought it was just a place to rest. Back to Targos. Hey, look, it's not dark. It's just a little cold.
Hail to ye!
Materials. The Cloak Protection plus 2 and a hide and gold. Create me the Cloak of the Yeti. Excellent. Give me half a day and it'll be ready. Give me half a day. That should do it. Don this cloak and you'll be able to rampage through the frozen wastes of Icewind Dale as though you were a bloody Yeti. I don't want to be a bloody Yeti. I want to be a healthy Yeti. So, cold resist 15. Oh, strength bonus. So no armor class. So the cloak we're using now is charisma bonus. Which gives me 14, right? Charisma? So we get +1 basically. What we normally would have. No, actually. We don't have a charisma bonus without that cloak. But we got a strength bonus now with the cloak. And we also have cold resist 15, which is nice, and strength high. Yeah, it's only +2 because of the necklace we're wearing is already +1. So no matter what, the bonus is only going to be 3 at best with our current gear. What I need to do is remember to switch out these cloaks when we're selling stuff. Does it have to be selling? I don't think it matters. Praise. That's intelligence. Intimidate. No bonus there. So this only actually gets us a +2 bonus to intimidate and persuade. Oh, we shouldn't be intimidating. We should not be intimidating. We should always be persuading. The only time we should be intimidating is if there's no persuade option. Okay, good enough. The cold resist will be nice, because now we don't have to worry about it. Okay, now we get to do what? Oh, Lonelywood, that's what we're looking for, and that was through Tourmaline. Move forward. Okay, so Tourmaline. This to get us to that woods to the north there. It's actually the northern exit on the top of the map. Kind of redundant, isn't it? The northern exit. It's taking any cold damage now because we all have cold resist of some kind. Made camp during your journey. The trip took 6 hours, but we didn't camp. And there's Lonelywood. Okay, sneaky, sneaky. A couple sense of despair washes over you as you approach Lonelywood. Every townsperson you see carries heavy bags under their eyes, as though no one has slept in days. Maybe we don't have to be sneaky. I'm so tired. You look tired. Resident, so special there. The Whistling Gallows. Oh, it's an inn or something. Patrons. Patron. Talk to the barkeep, I guess.
Why, hello there.
All right, stranger. Welcome to the Whistling Gallows Inn. I am Kira Nye, prior to this fine establishment. How may I be of service? Perhaps you could answer a few questions for me.
I think that's a lovely idea.
Certainly. Business is slow, and I pride myself on being a friendly face for visitors to Lonelywood. Why is this inn called the Whistling Gallows? Good question, and one I'm asked often. Before my great-grandfather, Kieran, took over the inn, a half-ogre named Skeld owned the place. He was a brutal, unpleasant man, and would sometimes hang folk from the tree outside. Many a traveler that lodged here at the inn spent a sleepless night lying in bed, listening to the eerie sound of the cold winter wind as it whistled through the frozen corpses dangling from the tree, hence the Whistling Gallows. Looking for information about the strange melees plaguing Lonelywood. You mean the bad dreams? Everyone that stays here complains about them. I've had a few myself. I'm afraid I can't help except to recommend a glass or two of strong spirits to take the edge off the nightmares. You know anything about the Masked Lady of the Lake? Have I asked that already? I've heard that name mentioned. A few folk claim she's behind the bodies washing up on the shore. The graveyard is near bursting with them. Something else. Room? I have plenty to spare, what with half of the Lonelywood's residents already having left for Targos. The room is 5 gold pieces per night. Sure, why not? Here's the key. Enjoy your stay here. Is it really 5 gold a night? Just a second, right back. Okay, I'm back. Mrs. Gimpy just walks into the room and starts talking. Okay. Patron. Answer given right as a female, I know. Until I say, do you mind them hearing what you're saying? And then she goes, no. Or don't. Then she goes, oh, wait, yeah, I do. I go, then you need to give me 2 seconds at least to mute. No, just accept it. Yes, just accept it. But I don't want to accept it. A mirror and stuff. A large mirror. Upon closer examination, you notice that the mirror is some kind of doorway. Leave it alone for now. Very long chest. Ooh, armor. What kind of armor is it?
Well met.
Oh, you can't. You guys aren't very good at IDing stuff. Seriously. Floor is a whopping 5. Yours is 15. I think you'd be better than that. Better at IDing stuff. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I don't mind paying for all this junk. Okay, what's in the mirror? Ooh, hidden room. Paper sheets, various reagents, and bits of arcane lore cluster this table. Doesn't help me. Pedestal. Atop this small pedestal rests a solid globe of crystal. A strange bluish glow radiates from the globe. So I'm guessing this is important to somebody that does magic. Maybe later. No? How come that door wasn't open? It should be open because we walked through it. No, it is. Okay. Let's go upstairs and see who we can rob. It might take a little time to get through all the rooms. Locked. Thief. Rogue. Sorry, rogue, not thief. Here's the title of Gimpy the Reconciler. What? Action gains actions have shifted your alignment 1 point towards chaotic. Your alignment has changed. You are now true neutral. You have earned the title of Gimpy the Reconciler. You have lost your ability to advance as a monk and may not advance in that class until you return to an acceptable alignment. I wasn't the one opening the locks. Now we'll go to chaotic. Okay, so now we are chaotic neutral. Or sorry, neutral neutral. True neutral still. So I might have to get back to how do I get back to lawful if I'm breaking into everything? I guess we should stop that. Or maybe we can load and see what we're at. This is annoying. Get a warrant? I'd like to. So still lawful neutral, so we're good here. Wow, just a little bit of a breaking and entering took our lawful from 70 all the way down to 50. Wow, that's harsh. Anyway, so no more breaking and entering for us. That sucks. What's the point having a rogue in your team if they can't do their jobs? Seems kind of unfair. So let's go more. Actually, we don't need to sneak around, do we? Because everybody's here is asleep. Goes to Lonelywood. So this is the town in the Lonelywood. I'm guessing I'm supposed to sleep in order to see what's going on in everybody's dreams. That would be my guess. Boat. Kind of. Boat we can't reach. So I guess we can't rob from that one. Not that I'm supposed to be. Boneworks. Healing. It's a healing gear for. Speaker Regis.
Greetings and well met.
Kinuki, is that you? What an unexpected surprise. Kinuki greets the small friend. Little Regis looks well, as always, maybe too well. You eat enough for a barbarian tribesman. Ah, you know me. Food and sleep are life's greatest comforts. I'm happy to see you. Your comment has improved. Did you bring any knucklehead trout? Kinuki did not. Sorry, little friend. Kinuki is not in 10 towns for trade. He wishes to help defend the people from great evil. It wouldn't be Icewind Dale if there wasn't a great evil stirring. Well, it's good to see you.
Greetings and well met.
Hello, I'm Regis, Speaker of the Lonelywood. I'm afraid you visited at a bad time. There's something bad happening in the village. A number of our residents have already left. Sometimes I ask myself why I don't simply go back to Calamshan. It's so much warmer there. Tell me what's been happening in Lonelywood. Well, where to begin? About 10 days ago, folk began complaining of strange dreams keeping them awake at night. The nightmares, oh my. I had one or two myself. They were terrifying, and believe me, I've seen some things. This all coincided with a stranger arriving in town, a young woman calling herself the Witch of the Wood. She hasn't caused any trouble. On the contrary, she's provided salves and ointments to those in need, such as the ship's captain at the Ramshackle Inn. How do I find the Witch of the Wood? She lives by herself in a hut out in the woods to the east. Be warned, there are strange sounds coming from the forest at night. No one has been brave enough to venture out into the woods for a while. Looking for the masked lady of the lake. I know the stories. A masked woman appears floating over the lake, chanting in some strange tongue. I've sent boats out trying to find her on many occasions, with no luck. Whether or not she's real, the bodies most certainly are. They're buried in the graveyard nearby. How do I find the Witch of the Wood? She lives by herself in a hut in the woods. Yeah, she just read that, didn't I? That's not brave enough. Talk about something else, but of course. You should evacuate town. There's a blue-skinned maniac on the loose. Let's see your stuff.
Excellent
Oh,
idea.
most wonderful. An excellent customer. I don't get many these days. Can I interest you in a scrimshaw carving? No? I have some other less elegant wares available if you have a coin. See your stuff. So, padded armor 1. So nothing. Really? Belt of agility 2, belt of agility 1. Dexterity. So wait a minute. Braces of dexterity 2. Dexterity 2. Oh, freedom. I don't have any bonus to dexterity, do I? Do not. So it didn't give me up to 18. That'll help. It's only 51,000. 51,000. But the bracers are 72, but then I lose my punching bracers. So I don't want to do that. Seriously, the belt is... That, I'm reading that right. This is 51,201. That's nuts. 15. Oh, that's right. We got to ID this thing. See what this is. Great Globe of the Archmagi. So this is for no requirements. So armor class 5, spell penetration, feat, proof saving throw +1, only usable by chaotic neutral, lawful neutral, sorcerer, true wizard, true neutral, or wizard. We are none of those. Gimpy guy's a menace? No, he's not. Apparently you missed the part where I had to stop breaking and entering now because it's affecting my alignment and my monkhood. Let's see. I say we sell this. That's 25,000. That stuff there. Keep that. Daggers. Short swords. Special there. Where's that comma when you need one? I'm going to be a rogue with unarmed talents because rogues can't heal themselves. They don't get all the cool resistances. They don't get stunning fist. They don't get the spinning kick. They don't get a lot of shit that the monk gets. That's our Amulet of the Master. Which one is this one? Oh, this is just skill bonuses. And magic resistance. It's not like that's what the kids call a skill issue. Well, yeah, that's why the rogues don't get it, because it's a skill issue. Ring of protection. We're going to do what's called a save scum, and we're going to buy that ring and see if it's going to help our armor class. We'll replace that one. I don't think it will, but only one way to find out. It did help. Okay. So, Mr. Cleric, how are you looking for stuff? You don't have a ring to wear. did help you, though. Need to tank your... Okay, Mrs. Gimpy needs to talk to me. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. She's got to go. She's got to go. Bolts they never use. Arrow slaying giants. We don't even have a bow anymore. Because we sold it. Wish our rogue knew how to use poison. Wish there was a bladed weapon I could use that was available. They're not selling anything. I guess I could use a dagger. I want to do the poison thing. How does that work anyway? Okay, so your little dagger. So Gimpy. Gimpy is currently at 3 attacks. He uses the dagger. Does he still get 3 attacks? He does not. So, because it's not a monk weapon. It's got to be a comma in order for him to get the 3 attacks. So, anyway. Oh, we're supposed to convince this guy to leave, right? Maybe?
Greetings and well met.
You should evacuate town. There's a blue-skinned maniac on the loose. Oh, you're talking about the Iceblood fellow. I heard Tourmaline had come under attack. The thought had crossed my mind, but it's such a long way to Bryn Shander, and the dangers involved in such a journey are great. I want to be absolutely sure before I give the order. Sounds to me like you're dragging your heels.
Nope, nuh-uh, definitely not.
Well, perhaps a little. It took a long time for me to find a comfortable life here. I don't want to up and leave without a very good reason. Don't worry, as soon as things get too grim, I'll give the order to evacuate. Hopefully it won't come to that. Good luck. Be sure to return soon. I have plenty for sale, and company is always welcome, and miss my friends. We're not friends, though. If we were friends, you'd give me this stuff for free. So I could go sell to somebody else for the money. Because that's what friends do for friends. Crap, now I forgot what I was supposed to be looking for. It's a boat. Telescope. An ox? Oh, what's with the net? Fish. Wonderful, wonderful fish. So, does the ox talk? Nope. Oh, the Ramshackle Inn. We're supposed to talk to somebody in there, aren't we? Sailor. Tavern keep. Yomi. Sailor. Captain Ketia Fleetwood. Okay, so we'll talk to you first.
Aye, hello there.
Hello, welcome to the tavern. Well, the Ramshackle Tavern. To give us our full name. Till very recently, we were an inn, but so many staff have left Lonelywood and fled to Targos that we no longer offer rooms. What? I want to order a drink. But of course, can I interest you in the brew, or perhaps the Rex's Wrecker, the strongest stuff you can find outside of a dwarven brewery? Spirits, wine. None of that stuff is special. Buy for fun, as good as we can.
Aye, hello there.
Not very helpful of her tavern keeper.
How's it going?
This attractive woman watches you approach. She gives you a lopsided grin. Hey, it's a cold day out there. Come join me for a drink. Who are you? You can call me Naomi. I'm not from around here, neither are you, judging by the looks everyone's giving you. It seems we both come to Lonelywood at a bad time. What brings you to Icewind Dale? Powerful archmage abducted me and stole my memory. Enough about me. What are you doing here? Powerful archmage. Woman's lips twitch and her eyes close briefly for a moment as if she's reliving a painful memory. I know a little about how that goes. You have my sympathies. And about me, what are you doing here? You mean aside from the bracing weather and scenic surroundings, I'm part of a secret organization that looks into rumors of dangerous activity by dead or forgotten gods and their followers. What's this organization called? Well, it wouldn't be a secret if I could tell, or if I told you, would it? Before you ask, I'm not a harper. The organization I'm part of is much more recent. The folk of Faerun worship 100 different gods, and at least that many have perished or become forgotten over the millennia. She looks a lot like Iomen, or Iomen? Iomen, from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. She looks very familiar. The thing about gods is that they never truly die, and they are never truly forgotten. Which god do you refer to? I can't be sure yet. Given this is Icewind Dale, though, it is a fair bet to say that this god is related to Auril in some way. The Frost Maiden always seems to have designs on the far north of the realms. I guess it makes sense. The evil goddess of winter, forever trying to increase her reach by sucking the warmth from the land. I'm investigating the activities of the prophet Iceblood. I could use your help. It's tempting, but I work best from the shadows. Besides, something tells me the hero of Neverwinter can handle themselves. You mentioned dead or forgotten gods. No, not that one. How do you know who I am? My organization wouldn't be much good if it didn't keep tabs on the realm's greatest heroes, would it? You have a lot more allies than you know. A lot more enemies, too, but that's the price of power. Only the meek and the dead have no enemies. Sounds to me like you're a coward. No. Well, let's see what that goes. Sounds to me like you're a coward. Coward? You wouldn't say that if you knew the things I'd seen. Revealing myself here would place my allies and those I care about at risk. The best way for my organization to grow is to ensure it isn't wiped out by powerful enemies so soon after its forming. Don't forget yourself killed. Heroes like you are always needed by the good folk of the realms. Dum dum dum. And we need a secret organization t-shirt, yeah. Or a different portrait on your characters, because it kind of gives away who you kind of might be related to. Just saying. Beam the dog. This excitable dog bounces around wildly as you approach. It seems to be carrying a ball in his mouth. It seems torn between wanting you to throw the ball and just wanting to release it. Smack the dog upside the head.
Hail and well met.
The woman before you is dark of skin, a patchwork of scars crisscrossing a lean face carrying heavy bags beneath her brown eyes. She fixes you with a look of irritation as you approach. What is it? Can a down-on-her-look pirate drink in peace? Who are you? I'm Ketia Freeborn, captain of the Grim Voyager. I call myself a pirate in jest, for though I'd be hanged for such if I'd ever set foot in the Moonsea. I've never raided a ship that didn't have it coming. Damn, the cold here is enough to make a woman yearn for the jungles of the far south. I can't say miss the chains, nor the slave masters who would beat me senseless, or the biting insects, come to think of it. Perhaps the cold isn't so bad after all. If only I could if I could remember the last time I slept. You were a slave? I was. Icewind Dale is hardly a bastion of civilization, but even here, sadly, even here, slavery is a relic of the past, if it ever existed at all. I wish the same could be said for the parts of the Deep South. the Rundine Consortium kidnapped me from my home when I was a young child. The people in my village in the Choltan Peninsula have no answer to the magic of the Pale Riders from across the sea. The man who owned me referred to me as his little panther. Little did he know the panther cub would one day grow claws. What happened in the Moonsea? You mean you haven't heard? Waterdeep isn't the only city recently to repel an attack from a mighty fiend. The demon lord Orcus led an army of demons into the heart of Zentil Keep. He was defeated. Fazul, the city's ruler, put a bounty on my head immediately after Curse's Black Heart. Why did he do that? Tell me more about the attack on Zentil Keep. It was the doing of some crazed archmage with an axe to grind. He summoned the demon lord Orcus and let him loose in the city. Though the archmage was defeated and Orcus sent back to the abyss, the damage to Zentil Keep was devastating. Why'd Fazul put a bounty on your head? My ship and its crew were in the service of the woman who ultimately saved the city, the hero of the Moonsea. People named her. Fazul took exception to her growing notoriety and her refusal to join the Zentarum. He put a bounty on her head, and I was guilty by association. What happened to this hero? I've no idea. Jana was a strange one. She spoke little and traveled in the company of an undead rogue, a Harper agent, and a magical floating sword. But she was formidable. I understand she spent time in Tether and made some allies. Maybe she returned there to seek them out. What happened to the archmage behind the assault? That one-eyed murderer? He escaped, if you can believe it. The Raven Mage, he called himself. I understand that ravens are associated with the dead in lands north of Cult. Or Cholt. It has certainly fit him. Wherever he went, death quickly followed. Jana would have killed him when she had the chance. Should have killed him when she had the chance. What happened to this hero? Did I say that? No idea. Jana was a strange one. She spoke little and traveled into the company. Okay, we'll get that one. Why flee to Icewind Dale of all places? The Zentarum's reach is long. I figured this was the last place they would try to find me. A female ship captain bearing the scars of servitude? I stand out like a sore thumb anywhere north of Calamsham. Lonelywood is quite literally the far end of the world. Dun, dun, dun. Let's talk about something else. My headache is really starting to bother me. Please make it quick. Tell me about the sleeping troubles. You've probably noticed I'm not the only one who looks like they've crawled out of the grave. Half the village are like the Walking Dead. I only arrived recently, and people were already complaining of strange dreams when my crew and I docked, shortly after I met the Witch of the Wood. She claimed to be a druid of Maelegi, whatever, come to Lonelywood to deal with the evil that was recently manifested in the forest. She gave me some salve for my scars, which itched terribly in the cold. It worked too, but then the nightmares started.
I have been poisoned.
I've never experienced anything like them. Even the dreams I had as a child after my family had been taken by slavers cannot compare. At first I would wake up in the middle of the night, covered in sweat, trying not to scream. Now I simply don't sleep. What more can you tell me about the Witch of the Wood? She is unremarkable, attractive enough if your taste leaned that way. Young, a sweet smile. The only thing I really remember about her is that she wore an amulet with a large black jewel around her neck. Can I do anything to help you sleep? Short of bashing me over my head and knocking me unconscious, I don't think so. I would have left Lonelywood by now, but the Voyager was damaged out on the Sea of Moving Ice, and she's still undergoing repairs. In truth, my crew are less than keen to set sail so soon, even with all the strangers in town. Can I find the witch? Oops, actually we know where the witch is. He's seeing you. I must stay awake. Okay. So it's a good time to stop here, I think, because it's coming up on break time, and Rocket's having a fit, because he's realized Mrs. Gimpy has abandoned him yet again. So, hey, look, there's a door here. But we'll check out the doors when I get back from break, because, like I said, got to get up, stretch my legs, get some water, go talk to Rocket for a little bit, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes to continue on. So, thank you very much for watching. Be back shortly. Enjoy the dog video.